So, with Vargas, how did this come about that you found Vargas? Because you're such a busy guy.
Yeah, I am, but as busy as I am, that's why I said it was God sent. As busy as I am, I always seem to catch him fighting some kind of way. Whether I'm at ringside working and they tell me we got to rehearse a fight, guess who we're going to rehearse? Jessie Vargas. If we at ringside and I'm just sitting out watching a fight, guess who's going to show up fight? Jessie Vargas. I never know that he's on the card, I just always end up seeing him. So as I kept on looking at him, I'm like, look, if you don't keep watching dude, at least help dude get better, because somebody ain't really making him get improved to where you like looking at him a lot. They not making him, most guys when they win the title, they step up a notch. He won the title, but he stayed the same. And he won the title off, to me, his heart and guts. He knows how to box a little bit too, don't get it wrong, but his will is what got him the title. I want to see him learn how to use that will, put more tools in that toolbox, and be willing to do whatever he wants to do. So I want him to become a freelancer and anything he wants to do anytime he get ready. And after seeing him, I invited him to the gym, so I teach him how to throw a hook, so he started sitting some people down. He came to the gym, he liked it, and we became brothers.
So, Vargas, what do you think makes him special?
The fact that he loves to fight and he wants to win. That's the two biggest things in a professional fighter. You gotta love to fight and you gotta want to win. If you don't love to fight and want to win, you're in the wrong sport. You shouldn't be here.
And so with Salah, that was some of Salah.
What about it?
Well, you had him like before and everything, and he like fought Kovalev and it wasn't so good. I don't know about you, but it kind of broke my heart because his story, like being a black person coming from Russia.
Honestly speaking, I agree with you, broke my heart too. But it's hard when you're not a trainer of the guy and you don't have full control, or a guy feels like he wants to do something outside of your will. Because honestly speaking, when they came in with that fight, I said, no, that's not the fight we want. And they got mad at me and said, he said he can beat the guy. I said, okay, if y'all want to do it, I can't hold him back. But then they said, you hold him back. But Roy Jones Jr. would never push his lock in the ring and pull it up at that point in his career. They don't down the line with him, but not then. Because to me, it wasn't really good. You understand me?
Got it.
And so that was not a choice that I was in agreement with. But as a promoter, when a guy want to go sometime, if you don't let him go, he'll get mad and go sign another promoter. So you either try to keep your fighter happy and let him go do what he want to do, or you will be the reason he say he got hit back and never got that title shot. And push you in the catch to the court. People don't know about that. People don't know these kind of things take place behind the scenes in boxing. But my first initial reaction was, no, I don't want to fight Kovalev. They said, yes, who want Kovalev? What am I to do? He's a grown man. What am I to do? What am I to do?
That's kind of crazy. Why wouldn't someone listen to you? I mean, if anybody, you're on so many levels, you know, like what's smart.
But boxing is a high testosterone-driven sport too.
Oh, no kidding.
So with that being said, some guys when they start feeling themselves, they're not going to listen to nobody. So all you do is state your opinion. You got to let them do what they want to do. I stated my opinion. My bad, let them do what they want to do. All I can do.
Both Golovkin's trainer and also Freddie Roach, they've said, like in terms of working with those two fighters, that one of the things that was so great was that they really listened. They allowed themselves to be taught. Is that something that you think is something that's going to work out with Vargas?
Of course. He listens 100%. He allows himself to be taught. If you don't have that, then there's no sense in training. But see, the thing was with Schlock, I wasn't a trainer. I was just kind of like the promoter and kind of consultant with the promotional company. And so as a trainer, he didn't have to listen to me either, but I was just trying to get my 2 cents. Nobody wanted to hear my 2 cents.
Okay, so in terms of like, what fight are you most excited about that's coming up now? Just like aside from like Vargas and everything else, or is it Vargas?
I'm excited about him right now. Him and DeMarco is a really good fight. I'm actually excited about the Algerian Pacquiao fight. That should be a good fight.
Okay, will you tell me a little bit, like what do you think about like Algerian Pacquiao?
Algerian's a good fighter, and he can move and fight. He can make a difference for anybody. Nobody likes a fighter that can move. That's why Muhammad Ali dominated. He can move and fight all directions. Nobody likes that. You know, they get away from that, but nobody likes it. It's high octane. That's different between myself and Bernard Hopkins. He's more of a low-key, boring fighter. I'm a high-octane fighter because I can move and fight. Nobody likes that. And it's stressful on the body because it's a high-octane fight style, but it's much more exciting than watching just 12 more rounds go by.